can't change people's feelings, you know. A lot of people can't grasp that basic thing. People feel the way that they feel, and that's it. That's it. You understand? I think even a child, intelligent one, could grasp the fact that I lived a fucking life for decades and wound up total fucking shit. Okay? Indisputably. You understand? It'd be one thing if you don't live the lie and then you end up a total failure in this life. But I lived a fucking lie and ended up a total fucking failure in this life, and that it's unbearable to me. I don't even believe I'm going to survive, because I believe our minds are very powerful. I think if you're feeling the way I'm feeling continuously, it could easily make you physically sick. Easily, too easily. Be that as it may, if I can survive that, I just want to get to Joe and go through the motions. Even going through the motions with Joe will be better than this fucking living emotional living hell, okay? Just want to get to Joe, preferably with my mother. But again, even a child could understand that, okay? I lived a goddamn fucking life for decades and ended up a total failure shit, see? It's one thing to not live the lie. It's a completely other story to live the lie and then end up like that, see? Again, you can't change how people feel. Chesley had everything by all, by all things that, she had everything. Everything but the ability to enjoy it, okay? But she indisputably was given everything. Blessed with so much. Including friends and a loving family and all this crap, okay? She was given everything except the ability to enjoy any of it, okay? I indisputably was given nothing, okay? Nothing but the sick fucking delusional mind to live a fucking lie for decades and end up a total failure shit in this life. That's it. You can't deny that. It's the fucking truth. Just like it's the truth that Chesley got to be a beauty queen and a track star and a top lawyer and win Miss America and et cetera, et cetera. Oh, I'm sorry. And famous and an extra correspondent, like a model and this and a that and a person, all of that. And took her life at age 31. But she got to have all of that. I got to have absolutely nothing but pain and heartache and live in a fucking delusional lie for decades, okay? I just want to get to Joe's. I want to tuck my fucking tail between my legs and get to Joe's, but preferably with my mother. long past too late for me. Don't even believe I'm going to survive. But if I do survive, I just want to go through the motions with you. Anything's better than this. So I'm hoping to get out of jury duty, but I refuse to go and see my primary care physician. Again, it's not like my mom's seeing the same one for 17 years. I very rarely even go see anything. When I've gotten hurt or gotten whatever, like minor, I just go to a urgent care. See? The last thing in the world I want to do is tell any fucking primary care physician of mine, if it's even the same one. It easily couldn't be. I haven't seen the person in years. How I'm feeling. Even then, I don't tell the truth to any fucking body, not even to Joe. I hint at the truth out here, but it's hardly even the real truth. The real truth is repulsive. I just want to live up. I just want to go through the motions with Joe. Not right to recite. A middle-aged fucking failure, and I faced the truth. I finally faced the truth. I ripped off the band-aid and I'm left with nothing. It's not rocket science. But I do have Joe. That's all I have. If I could just get to him. Just already getting a fucking... I'll just be going through the motions. I can't even fathom what he'll be getting if something happens to my mom. He's already getting me that I'm just gone. But I am still always fighting for my mother because that is what I do. Anyhow, I'm not going to go and get a doctor's or even try to get a fucking doctor's note. I'm not worried about taking part in jury duty, I have to be very, very careful because I'm on the edge at all times to break down, and I have to balance it. If I have to, I'm gonna have to expose my pain in front of, it's one thing here, but in real life, to expose it in front of a courtroom of strangers, I have to be really careful. If I break down too much, I'll be around all kinds of people with the power to call the ambulance on me, right? I'm not worried about being. There's no lawyer would ever want me on his or her jury in a million fucking years. They don't even want to have to do that. But I also refuse to, even if I could get an appointment in time, it doesn't even matter. I refuse to go and beg for a fucking letter from my fucking primary care physician who I don't want to see anyway. Josie's naturopath. See? Ever if I sell this place and actually have not, I won't be destitute anymore. After I get to fucking Joe's in his fucking area, the first thing I would do is probably go see his naturopath. What I'm not doing is going to see my doctor right now to try to beg for a no to excuse me from jury duty, which means I'd have to reveal all my pain to this person, if it's even that person anymore, who I don't like, don't care for. Remember, I'm not expecting, if I make it to Joe's Miraculous, whatever, I'm not expecting him to save me. There's nothing that's going to save me, right? I'm not going there for him to, by virtue of just being there. You see? If I'm going through the fucking motions, at least I won't be the fuck alone. At least I would know if I ever fall in the goddamn shower but I'm not dead or something, that there'd be somebody at home to call 911, you see? Things like that. Terrified every time I take a goddamn bath and shower. Terrified every time I walk out the goddamn door. And that won't be the case anymore. If I can just get to fucking Joe. Can't even read my own goddamn writing. What was the point of even writing this? I can't even read it. Probably because just writing it gets it into your mind of what you want to say. I don't know. Remember, I got this over a year ago. I postponed it with the hopes of me. Remember, my mom and I have been talking for a long time. We reached this point where she indisputably, I'm the only thing keeping her out of a fucking nursing home for good. You know what I mean? She cannot live alone. She's had repeated this and that and what have you. So then it's like, we're doing it. We're selling this place. But then, as you know, and then she wound up just having everything one after the other happen to her. Just back to back to back. So you could say, well, then it's probably, yeah, it very well could be the end for her. But as long as she keeps fighting, I'm going to keep fighting for her. So it's really not rocket science. You liked me for out here, you strangers. You're just strangers. You liked, you liked a lie. That's all it was. And I cannot sustain it. Okay? Indisputably wound up a total fucking failure while living a lie for decades. I cannot sustain that. You understand? It was never going to be sustained. This is what was waiting for me all the fuck along. Jessie took her own life at age 31. She couldn't in any universe say anything like I can say. Okay? She was given fucking everything. But she wasn't given the ability to enjoy it. Who knows what's going on with her? You don't get it from her book, that's for sure. Her memoir, whatever, you don't get it from that. She was a perfectionist. She had a lot of my same kind of, you get some of that. But again, she indisputably was given everything. Okay? She was given the opportunity to reject it all and take her own life. See? See? Whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. I live a fucking lie and make myself sick. It's that simple. It's that simple. It disgusts me. It just freaking. You can't change how people feel. Especially it's when how people, when they justifiably 100% feel the way they feel. You can't change that. Just need to get out of church. It might not even matter. I don't know if Massachusetts, some states, it says online, even if you're excused, they make you go the first day. Again, I postponed it as much as I could. I postponed it as much as I could. I had a 50-50 chance of my group not being selected. And then when my group was selected, as then I'd have to go the next day, I postponed it. But you know, again, that's it. I don't want to sit there and cry in front of a room full of strangers and law enforcement and lawyers and this and that or whatever, but I will. For the sake of my mother, I will. I'm not lying. It doesn't matter if she's not fucking here where I would, of course I'd get out of it in a split second if I'm somebody's living caregiver. It doesn't matter. I need to be there for her in the nursing home regularly. I'm not going to do jury duty. I'll beg, I'll plead, I'll cry, I'll do whatever. But it's going to suck even going that first fucking day. Please don't make me take part in jury duty. I know that if my mother was still at home with me, I'd have zero problem getting out of jury duty. Then my mother spent 3 months in this, and was on death's door, and hooked up to ventilators, and this, that, and what have you. She could take a turn for the worse at any moment. I need to be there for her. I'm not doing jury duty. Probably gonna have to go the first fucking day and cry in front of strangers. Again, I've been doing that for decades, but it's different than if you're in person with somebody. I've been doing it online. It's just another thing, you know? It's just another fucking thing. I wrote pages and pages the other day. I can't even read my own writing. They'll reimburse you. Doesn't matter. No juries, no lawyers could accept me anyway. I just wanted to not have to go even that first day. Again, I have to be really careful. It's all honest. It's nothing fake. But I have to, you have to keep an even keel. I start thinking about what I just said to you, the indisputable truth. I lived a life for fucking decades, and I wound up a total fucking failure loser in this life, okay? It's one thing to not live the lie, and then wind up that. It's a whole other ball game. And I did it publicly, which is a million times worse. No, it's not that I know I would never be selected for jury duty. Believe me, all I have to do is start thinking. I could be out walking. I could be on public transportation. All I have to do is start thinking about this stuff, and I immediately start crying. Okay, I go to bed crying. I wake up crying. So even if I'm crying about something else, it's all combined also with my mom. See, and it doesn't matter. The fact is, I'm a fucking basket case. And as you guys know, I'm legally disabled. Okay? So I was never anything but crazy and delusional like my mother. I'm legally disabled. I've lived a life of fucking decades. I just want to get to Joe's. And I'm probably going to be forced to sit there and cry and beg in front of a courtroom of strangers to get out of fucking jury duty. So this was the truth all along, okay? Anything you liked of her, it was a fucking lie. It was built on fantasy, fueled by fantasy. That's all it ever was. That's all it ever was. This is what was waiting for me all along. That's nothing. Emptiness, sorrow, going to bed crying at night, waking up crying in the morning, and that's it. Everything in between. I finally fucking faced it. I should have done it a long fucking time ago!